Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm glad that each of you are here. I see a few people who have populated. Please say hello so I will know who is here. I know that we are at a later time. I tried to explain everything that happened today, but then I thought it was needing to be later, but it isn't. And I didn't want to conflict with love and stuff. So here we are. And so if you know that people are missing who are usually here, why don't you go on and share and tag them, do whatever it is that helps us to be able to see who's here and for us to have this community together. Hello, my joy. How are you? Good, good, good. Glad you're here. Tonight we're going to talk about keeping a vivid vision. Good evening, Rick. At keeping a vivid vision, and there's a difference between having vision and having a vivid one, and we're going to talk about what that kind of means tonight. And then prayerfully, hey Miss Lucy, we will be able to apply that to our lives. And we've been trying to do things that push us forward in this month of January. We have one more Tuesday in the month, and so we want to make sure that everything that we talk about this month helps us to move forward in our walk, but also in those things which God has prepared for us to do, our providential lives, which we sometimes take for granted. And so we want to make sure that we're looking ahead. Good evening, Pastor Griffin. Good to have you here with us. You always be elder to me, so that's why I always hesitate. Anyway, God bless you, sir. Tonight, Proverbs 29:18 says, without vision, the people perish. And I'm of the opinion that you can have vision, but it be dull. That time and circumstances have taken that vision and reduced it to something that's palatable, but it's no longer vivid. It's no longer exciting. It's no longer giving you motivation when you hit the ground in the morning. Over the weekend, I was away and went to a conference that is a merchandise conference, a company, which at some point I will be able to share. But one of the things that was so important about the conference is that everyone's vision for what they wanted to do with and through the business was vivid. It was bright. There was nothing, there was no maybe or I really like to. It was I'm going to. This is what I see, and I'm going to make sure that it comes to pass. Now, we know that in our faith walk, we have to have an advocate. Holy Spirit has to lead us, and that God has to be on our side. But we've got to be careful that we are not so, I'm not saying we shouldn't be dependent on God, but that God gives us vision and strength to do. And so what I want to just encourage us today is to keep your vision vivid. Keep it bright. It's pretty basic. It's black and white. That's why that vision, vivid vision, is in black and white on the back screen. It's black and white. It's exactly what it needs to be in that regard. It's black and white that we must be colorful. We must be vivid in our vision. Habakkuk talks about vision being for an appointed time. And sometimes because we're waiting on the appointed time, we allow the dullness to set in. What do I mean by dullness? I mean that we get so caught up on, well, when is it going to happen? God, I know this is what you showed me, but I can't see it coming to fruition. If it doesn't hurry up and come, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw in the towel. No, 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 no. There's an appointed time for that vision, and everything's in alignment. And so, in the meantime, we cannot get weary in well doing, for we'll reap if we faint not. So, therefore, the vision has to stay vivid. You know what it is that God showed you. And God may have shown that to you 25 years ago. But if you keep the vision vivid, then even if it's not you that brings it to fruition, someone who you're connected to, someone who you're the conduit, you're the conduit for them to see that vision and pick up that baton and run with it. Vision that is vivid is vision that is alive. And any vision that is alive is able to be connected with. And when we connect with a vision, then we can move forward. We can run on and see what the end's going to be. Our vision must stay vivid. See it before you see it, or you never will see it. And don't just see it as dull and gray and beige. Don't see your vision as beige. See your vision as bright. See your vision as reds and blues and greens and golds and jewel colored, because the vision God has given you is not muted. It has to stay vivid. Don't let life, circumstances, people, words people say, ways people make you feel mute your vision. Keep it vivid. Keep it bright. And even if it's delayed, it won't be denied. And even if it becomes a generational thing, though we look at Hebrew 11, it talks about all of the faith of those who came before, who never lived to see it come to fruition, but they never gave up on what they saw. So keep your vision vivid and know that the same God that implanted that vision is the same God that's going to see it come to fruition. And whether it happens in your lifetime, and I pray that it does. I pray that we all get to see our visions come to fruition. But plant well, so that whatever that vivid vision you have, that even if you leave here with it being vivid, someone else will see it and its brightness and its light and pick it up and run and bring it to pass. I hope that this is helping somebody who has said, I've been determined and I've been committed. And yes, I've had some setbacks and they may be resets, but right now I'm not feeling it. I want you to recapture your vision. Recapture it and put bright color on it. Let it be bright enough for you to see it every day. Get a spirit vision board and see your vision in Technicolor, so that when you start to see it come to fruition, you don't miss it because it was too beige for you to care, too gray for you to care, too nude for you to care. Keep it bright. Keep it vivid. Keep the vision alive. For without vision, we perish. But with vision, we will not perish. And we will be able to keep our visions alive until in God's time they come to pass. Hope that helps somebody today. And if you know someone who's struggling with keeping their vision alive, keeping the vividness of what God has placed in them alive, send this to them, share, and make sure that they know that the vision God has given them may be delayed, it is not denied, and that if they keep it vivid, then even if it doesn't come to fruition in their lifetime, there's a legacy of vision that they can be the conduit for. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Keep your vision vivid and be encouraged. See you soon.